I'm going to be going over some different areas in the mouth as far as landmarks and different teeth surfaces to help us identify things a little bit easier. First, we're going to start with the green line. That is going to be our midline, and that's definitely going to come in handy for you later on. The first landmark we're going to start with is for baby teeth. This is tooth number A. This is our starting point. Tooth number J, we're going to drop down and do a square for K, and over here with our stopping point T. You might not exactly know the tooth numbers from there on, but we definitely know the alphabet, so we know how to get from A, which is our starting point, through the alphabet to J, and from K through the alphabet to T, which is our stopping point. Another area that we're going to start for the adult teeth is tooth number 3. That's going to be our first landmark. We'll do tooth number 14, drop down and do the same square, tooth number 19, and tooth number 30. And again, we might not know all the teeth numbers, but we definitely know how to count. So earlier we talked about our midline, which is our green line down the middle. When we talk about our midline, we are going to talk about surfaces now that go in coordination with our midline. So we have our midline here in the middle. We have our mesial surfaces and our distal surfaces in orange. Our mesial are in black, and those are all the surfaces that are going towards the midline, and our distal surfaces in orange that are all going away from the midline. Basically, all areas that you would floss if we're doing flossing with the little picks. And remember, if we have any demineralization on these are going to be the areas that we need to take x-rays on. We have already talked about the mesial and distal surfaces of the teeth. We are now going to talk about the occlusal surfaces, which are purple, and the incisal surfaces of the teeth. It's important to remember that the occlusal surfaces are only going to be for the back teeth, which is molars and premolars. Same rules apply for babies. And the incisal surfaces are going to be the cutting edge of the tooth, which is from canine to canine. So here we have our occlusal surfaces and our incisal surfaces. Technically, they're the exact same areas of the teeth, but since our teeth change from molars, premolars to canines, laterals, those kinds of things, that's why the surface name changes. The last few areas of the teeth that we're going to be talking about can be a little difficult when we're identifying them, just because it changes based off of what teeth we're talking about, but here's a better way for you to understand. Our purple surfaces that are colored in here are all going to be our buccal surfaces. Now, buccal means cheek, so these are all going to be areas that touch the cheek. I know that can be a little tricky, especially because our front teeth technically touch our lip and our cheek as well. But since they are our front teeth from canine to canine, these are going to be facial surfaces. So again, they are the same areas. It just changes based off which teeth we're talking about. The last surface that we are going to be going over is going to be our lingual surfaces. Lingual obviously means tongue, so anything that touches the tongue, and that does not change based off which teeth we are talking about. So again, when it comes to baby teeth, all these surfaces are the exact same. Nothing changes, they just transfer over. So I hope everything that we've gone over and discussed in this video helps us feel more comfortable when we're working in the mouth, helps us identify landmarks better, as well as teeth numbers and surfaces. It will help us with charting, taking x-rays, and as we continue to grow.